I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hung to this grave. My people don't want no trouble. Wanna live, God protect me. Just stay right by my side. I just wanna live, God protect me. Just stay right by my side. I'm a young black man doing all that I stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind.
Family Room Podcast, episode 46. I'm Mike Rome.
I wanna be like Mike.
I'm Stephon, sweet.
And of course, we got Jesse Williams back with us again.
I just wanna live.
We're gonna start with some heavy stuff. We're gonna get it out the way, then we're gonna have some fun like we normally do, but we gotta talk about it. I'll find his name in a second.
Just send me the link to that.
Alright. Gotta start with it, man. Rest in peace to George Floyd, man. I watched the video one time. Like I said, we're just gonna dive right in, man. I watched the video one time. Been pretty upset ever since. Decided I'm not gonna watch the video no more. I haven't really been trying to take in much information about it because it's kind of like, it's almost like a
regular.
Yeah, it's like a rerun of a sitcom that we've seen a million times. You know what I mean? But just so happened today when I stopped by my mom and dad's house, they had CNN playing, and they was talking about a whole bunch of stuff and showing how the whole police force was standing out front of I forget his name is Derek something or other. I forget the officer's name, but pretty much the whole force was standing out in front of his house, protecting his house. They set a whole Target on fire, like a whole bunch of rioted in the street in Minneapolis. And to be honest, man, I'm usually like, I'm not down for the. I'm kind of all over the place with it. I didn't really put my thoughts together on this, but we'll go ahead and, like I said, get to it. I'm usually not down for like the rioting and the looting and the violence, but it's like what else is there to do? That doesn't really make sense either, but it's like, what else is there to do? Is you gotta either feel the pain and talk about it and have the hard conversations, or try to ignore it and be numb to it, which I feel isn't one can't be any better than the other. You know what I mean? It really just depends on who you are and how you feel about it. But like I said, I'm trying my best not to cry while we're here talking about it now. I feel like I did enough crying over the past couple of days.
I feel at a certain point you can't expect to bring violence and not get violence. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm the type that I'll talk it out for as long as I can, but when you bring in a certain level of force, it has to be retaliated with a certain level of force. And we can't just be out here sniping cops. We gotta hit the streets. We gotta let our presence be known on the ground. And I heard that like the Target, they were trying to just buy some regular stuff and they turned them away. That's what ended up leading to that place.
Yeah, what happened with that was the cops threw the smoke bombs or whatever and the tear gas and all of that. And the only thing that helps with that is milk. Mm-hmm. And so they went into that Target to buy milk, and the Target turned the people away. Mm-hmm. And so that's what made them essentially blow up the Target.
Like these people trying to pay for some milk.
For me, man, like I had like me and my wife had a long talk about this yesterday, and it's just like for me, I felt bad when I heard the news. I felt bad for, of course, the victim, the family, everybody that's affected by all of that. But I felt bad because I was like honestly numb to it. Like usually I'm the dude that's on social media going crazy about stuff like that. I'm talking about it with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I challenge my friends and people that are not African American to like know about these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make it a point to talk to them about it. You know what I mean? So they're aware. So they can't say that they didn't know or it's not my reality or whatever. You're dealing with somebody that's dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? But that takes a lot of energy and it takes a lot of emotion. And I'm just like, I heard the news and it was like, oh, this shit again. Like, and I felt bad for like even having that thought. But it's like, what else am I supposed to think? You know what I'm saying? Y'all upset at people that's outside rioting. Who's equally as upset that cops are fucking killing people? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I was telling my wife, I was like, she's an animal lover. I told her, no offense to you, but there's people out here really flagging, going to the Senate, going all the way to the highest court of the land about some dogs, fam. Mm-hmm. And they shooting niggas in the street. But we just can't seem to talk about it loud enough. You know what I'm saying? Not at least to where it matter. Yeah. There's niggas right now in a tree in the rainforest keeping somebody from cutting that shit down. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody out here going that hard for us out here. And then we try to go that hard, and then y'all pretty much just let us know that it's not like, it's not gonna work like that. And no matter what you do, we be peaceful, we get shot. We get violent, we get shot. We be calm, we get shot. I'm compliant, I get shot. My man was handcuffed on the ground. Why is your knee even on my neck?
Did you guys watch the video?
Yeah. Did you guys see the video of the New York cop that was talking about the situation? No. Isaac showed it to me.
No.
Well, he was just saying that dude, he was like, that's a cowardly cop. He was like, all of us good cops, we have to start calling this what it is. He murdered that man. And he was pretty much like telling people like, please don't take it out on all police. But as police, if we're not calling this out, what are they supposed to think? You know what I'm saying? So he was out there telling them like, this is not protocol. When you have somebody under control, you are not supposed to be doing this. Good cops don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And all this other stuff. And like, that shit is cool, bro. Thank you. I'd rather it stop happening, fam. I was telling my wife, I was like, homeboy's gonna get, like, he's gonna get an early pension for this. They'll never let him work as a cop again, but he's gonna get his retirement. That motherfucker's not gonna see a cell, bro. Like,
I think he might.
They're charging him with murder.
Yeah, they charge a lot of niggas.
I think he might.
I feel you.
This one because of like
the visibility.
This one's a little different than the other ones. He can't claim that, oh, I fear for my life or anything like that. He can't claim any of that. So I feel like this one, he might actually get got this time.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all something. If let's say they do convict him, he does life in prison or whatever. And let's say the next 3 times we know about this publicly, they go to prison. When is it enough to where you're like, okay, this isn't happening to us anymore? Because that's what I was saying to my wife. Like, even being in a situation where I have to hope he gets convicted is a fucked up situation. Absolutely. It shouldn't be happening. Mm-hmm. But I'm crying. I'm pleading for y'all to just, hey, yo, could we go to court? Could we go to court? Could he just not lose his job, fam, and get an early pension? That's a reward, fam. Niggas work to get a pension, fam, so they don't gotta work no more. Right. Shoot a nigga, go home with your check. Medical, everything, family taken care of, we good. Hey man, hey, you bad for business right now. It's pretty much just get him out of everybody's sight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. I'm so many degrees away from actually knowing that man. How I expect everybody in that city not to go up like that. Every time something happen like that, I feel like it's me, and that's why I explain to my wife, because she's not African American, that this is gonna be your child when we have one. Mm-hmm. We gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying? Every nigga in here, there's a couple niggas in here, we all done wore a hoodie before. That's not enough to die for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm almost numb to it, but I don't know.
It's like what?
They're not gonna be happy till motherfuckers is getting pulled over by cops. Cop come up to the car, bang bang, just wet him up and drive off. Fuck it. That's what it's gonna come
I
to.
forget what city it was, but I seen a video on Instagram. It was some dude getting roughed up by the police, and another dude just ran over there, just jumped in, just started fighting the police with him, and people just start rumbling with the police right there on the sidewalk.
When the it's crazy because I don't even remember which murder it was, but I mean for a long time after that, like wifey wasn't too happy. But every time I seen a nigga get pulled over, I pulled up behind the cop car and just sat there.
I was doing that for a while too.
Just sat there. One cop asked me, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm making sure my man is making it home." Homie wasn't even black. I'm just sending a message to the police, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we supposed to do? Like, I see somebody pulled over, I feel for them. I'm like, damn, they giving them a hard time, bro. I don't care what they doing, what they got in the car, bro. Yeah. You police be giving niggas a hard time, be killing niggas, harassing niggas. I had a cop pull me over one time. He said he's bored.
Flat out. That's wild.
Same.
You bored, son? Why you ain't pull over that car?
I got pulled over one time.
Like 4 cars drove past you before me.
Yeah.
In Escondido, like 11:30 at night, lady cop pulled me over. 3 other squad cars pulled up. She was like, "Oh, don't be alarmed. They're just coming over here because we ain't got nothing better to do." I was like, "So all y'all go roll up on me just because y'all ain't got nothing?"
You
better
gonna make
to
a
do?
scene, make me look like a criminal in this bitch.
Because you ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah. How about you go fight some crime? Go do that.
I had a cop tell me that after driving 8 hours that I didn't have my seatbelt on. I looked this nigga straight in the face. I said, "Man, I done drove 8 hours and I'm 5 minutes away from my house. Tell me this belt wasn't always on."
It just like.
Did y'all see the lady in Central Park?
With the dog?
Nah.
Yeah.
Lady in Central Park with her dog. Didn't have her dog on a leash. Black dude that was bird watching told her, like, "Hey lady, can you put your dog on a leash?" He's filming it with his phone. And she's like, "Get that camera off me." He's like, "No, you need to put your dog on a leash." She's like, "Get that camera off me." He's like, "No." She's like, "Well, I'm gonna call the police and tell them there's a black guy threatening me and I fear for my life." He was like, "Call him and tell him whatever you want." And that's exactly what she did. Made her voice all panicked. Like, he's threatening me and my dog. Nothing. Like, nobody's touching her. And she came closer to him and he was like, "Back up," like on some like Corona stuff. Like back up. Don't come any closer to me. Like, he told her to back up. And she called and said, "I fear for my life." Lost her job.
Got the dog took.
Got the dog taken away.
Because she was the whole time she had him by the collar.
Just yanking on her.
And you can see the dog struggling like, "What you doing?"
And the dog took away everything.
Man.
But I mean, she should go to jail still.
Yeah.
She making false police calls.
That's a serious crime.
I told Mom, I was like, I hope she loses everything and ends up homeless. Because that's nothing compared to what he could have lost, which is his life.
Facts.
Yeah. And
luckily he was
and this is
recording
gonna sound
the
fucked
absolute
up.
whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just don't like. It's like you can do whatever you want, bro. As long as the person on the other. What up, boy?
What's up, man?
We pause right here.
Alright, we back. We got the bro Isaac back in here with us now. He's been on the podcast before. Welcome back, man.
What's up? Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We was in here talking about the recent George Floyd murder, and then also the Central Park, the lady in Central Park just now.
The lady in Central Park just now?
Yeah, you didn't hear about her?
Now,
Not just now, but the lady in Central Park.
No, I didn't hear about that one.
She was walking her dog, and white lady walking her dog in Central Park.
Oh, yeah.
The black dude was like, "Put your dog on the leash."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she was choking it.
Yeah.
And then she was saying like he
threatened me and my dog, and I fear for my life.
Yeah, the crazy.
And she lost her job.
Good.
As she should.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Sure.
What she do? What was her career?
She had something nice. I forget what it is, but she had something nice.
She was doing well. And look what your fuckery got you.
Not no more.
Yeah,
Not no more at all.
but that's one win, I guess, for the African Americans. And I told my wife this. I was about to finish up and say this. I told my wife this. Like, I was reading an article and they were saying pretty soon African American men are gonna be an endangered species. At the rate, but this article was saying between incarceration, how we're incarcerated, and how we're killed in police brutality, like between that and everything that happens up to other people, like sickness and all that shit. Between that, the black man is gonna be an endangered species.
That's what they want.
Well, Chris Rock said we can't be because endangered species are protected by the law. Once they was running along with elephants, the tusks, they was making them for pianos and all of that. They was like, hey, leave the elephants alone. They made it law. But the lions, everything else, they don't do that for us.
Yeah, man, I was
Mic drop.
Right.
Yeah, I was at work when I seen that video, man. I started crying, bro. Like it's just uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's 3 cops there. They could have set him up against a cop car or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just to choke the nigga out like that, bro. Like, that's uncalled for, man. Like, he's arrested. He has his hands behind his back, helpless,
Handcuffed,
and people were there telling you, like, pick him up. How hard is it to pick him up? And you don't even have to put him in the SWAT car, bro. Just leave him up against the thing.
You gotta view him as a human to do that, though, bro.
You ain't even got to pick him up. You could have left him laying down on the ground.
You feel me?
The knee in the back of the neck,
Pent
on
up
the
against
pressure
the car,
like that.
right? Pent up against the car.
If nothing else,
using the car
just
for
get off him.
leverage.
Nothing else. Don't even pick him up. Just get off him.
Yeah. You won, my nigga.
The reason why I said pick him up because they're in the street.
Yeah.
No, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could sit him on the sidewalk, fam. Like, there's multiple ways to just
maneuver him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he ain't got to be in the street, and you don't need your knee on his neck.
And this is for anybody that may hear this that's in law enforcement. We realize that there are probably more good ones than bad ones, but we don't see y'all. Like, we don't see you talking about this. We don't see you in the streets telling your partner they need to chill out or stop that shit.
Tackle that nigga off him.
We don't see you after the fact talking about how this is wrong. We don't see your police departments motherfucking like, you can't get a pension for killing somebody. Most people go to prison for that. Just because you wear a badge, you shouldn't be winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you guys, like, I feel you. Some of y'all be like, oh, it's more good cops or bad. It's not all of us. That's true. Prove it. Prove it, bro. We're not at the point where we're not taking your word for shit. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me. It may be more good ones than bad ones, but whatever, bro. The bad ones is hella bad. They're hella fucked up. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But I could go all day. I'll stop on this, bro. We're gonna get to some lighter shit, man. Shit, happy song?
I like the move somehow, man.
Oh, and if you guys don't mind, I do want to talk about what you guys talked about last week too, about the couple situation. You know what I mean? Since I'm here to defend myself. Because the ski trips, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I heard it.
On his mouth.
No.
Nigga resorts. Eat easy for me. So what are you talking about here?
So to revisit.
Because if we're gonna get into this, we're gonna dive all the way into it. I'm gonna go from beginning to end.
Oh,
Yeah. So we're gonna get into this. We're about to get into it.
I'm not worried. My
I didn't either.
strong.
I think you gonna find out you running a lot of them lanes.
Yeah,
player.
bro.
Right, bring them up. Let's talk
I
about
don't know
it.
what he talking about. He about to be out the end of this, be like, I feel you. Alright, so to revisit what Isaac is talking about. Last week we were talking about, because shit, we were talking about this with Jesse. This is actually a perfect topic. It's been, for all of us, it's been 20 years. Think about that. A friendship.
Yeah.
Is kicking. How we doing now? The 20 years, right? But so we've been talking to everybody, got their girl or married or whatever, right? And we're saying that Isaac is the undisputed fancy friend. You and Stephanie are the fancy friends, bro. And then my position is, y'all do the ill shit together, and then y'all be like, hey man, y'all should do this.
And
y'all would like it. Go do it.
I talked to Keisha about it, and she had a better word for it. She was like, "No, I think they're the adventurous ones. Like they the ones that's finna go out and really try some stuff. They finna really go out and travel, and then come back and tell us how dope it was." She was like, "I don't know if they're fancy, but they're adventurous stuff."
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
Keisha. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a minute, but thank you, Keisha. Thank you for having my back.
For having my back.
No, because to me it's like I don't view it that way because, like I said, I'm gonna take it to the beginning, to the very beginning. I graduated before you guys did, so I was working before you guys were. You know what I'm saying? So
getting that bag,
right? But what I'm saying is, I was trying to invite niggas to go places early.
That's fact.
Early.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Hella early. And everybody would be like, no, man, I got school, or no, man, I got to do this, or I got to do that. And then one time I was like, fuck it, bro. Like I rented out a house. Let's go. It's in Mexico. Let's go. You know what I mean? And then niggas didn't end up going. You feel me? So I was like, come on, bro. So now since we're all older, and we got our lives, and we got our jobs. You feel me? Like, what you mean fancy, bro? I don't do anything fancy, fam. Like, I go on vacation like a normal person. You feel me? Like, what do you mean by fancy, bro?
That's why I agreed with adventure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
with that definition, I agree with that.
Okay, so it's not fancy.
My position stands. You do the ill shit, and then you put us on. Because niggas could travel. You was like, fam, but Jamaica. Bro,
yeah,
go do
all
that.
inclusive.
And then me and wifey when it did it, it was like, yeah, he was right, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but okay. Let me ask you this: Have you set up another time to go?
No, we was actually gonna do that at the end of this year. But
at the end of this year.
Yeah.
So how long has it been since you went to
Jamaica?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been like 3 years.
3 years. Where's your next vacation?
I'm supposed to be going. Can't.
Don't lie, nigga. Say
no,
it.
I wasn't supposed to say it on. My wife gonna listen to this. That's why I didn't want to know.
Okay. So, but you got yours.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
You might.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this: How many times have you been out of the country?
For vacation or
Yeah,
period?
just out of the country. Besides Mexico. Mexico don't count.
Never.
Do you ever plan on going?
Yeah.
Okay. When do you think that'll be?
Oh no, my next vacation is, we got a family reunion coming up. We going on a cruise.
Okay.
Whenever that is.
And then we supposed to be going to Europe with Auntie now.
So I got a couple coming up.
Okay, and when is that?
I think going to Europe, I think is next year.
Europe?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the cruise is the year after that.
Once you go to Europe, I guarantee you and your wife is going to make plans for a vacation every year. Every year, if not every year, every other year, to leave the country.
Yeah.
To actually leave the country. That's not fancy, bro.
Yeah,
that's when because to me, fun would be like going to Vegas with y'all. You know what I'm saying, kicking it. You know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. But a vacation,
we need to do pretty soon.
Yeah, we need to. But a vacation, to me, a vacation is leaving the country. And go ahead, bro. What's up?
My take on the fancy aspect is when my nigga sends us the video of his rooms. And my nigga has the rain coming from the ceiling in his shower head. My nigga's bed is surrounded by, got like another hot tub and another living room in his bedroom.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
The last video I seen was this guy over here talking about I'm on a company trip. Family, let me travel like that.
Okay, that was for work. I didn't pay for that room.
Oh,
I didn't pay for that room. That was for work. I'm talking about when I go on vacation. To me, it's not fancy.
Not for you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've
They were
done
just
like
trying
I
to
did
throw that
something.
on me, and that wasn't happening.
Yeah, because come on, bro.
He said, I tried to give it to you because they said it was me.
Right.
So it's clear that I'm not in the top 2.
No, it's definitely Jesse, then me, then you.
What?
Jesse.
I
Jesse
one. I got Jesse 2.
Time out, bro. I sat in your car. We had a conversation. You said, bro, My brother-in-law had one of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? So I had to go get me one.
No, it was the other way around, but I.
Huh?
He got one because I got one.
Okay, yeah.
I'm at the bar than he is.
What? But they set the bar. Your family set the bar, bro.
You did say they were fancy and not you.
Your family set the bar. So what make you not fancy, fam?
You did say that.
What make you not fancy, bro?
Man.
Whenever you go with them, I know you guys are doing something crazy.
And Isaac said this when we was talking about at the house. He said he went to LA with your family, couldn't even get in.
Couldn't even get in the spot, bro. I had to go down the street 2 blocks to go buy something. And I thought I was looking straight. Like, they said we're going to dinner, we're going to a club. All right, cool. I got a collar shirt on, some jeans, and some cool shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy, but some cool shoes.
Sneakers.
They said, nah, get out
They
of here
said
with
no.
that peasantry.
They said no, you need dress shoes.
So
Hard
Hard dress shoes.
I just feel like at a certain age that's what going out is.
Ooh, try to big boy you.
Nah.
But that's fine because he's a fancy friend, so he's letting me know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. What are you guys getting at?
And look, man, Isaac has swayed me a little bit. I'm clear that I'm not in the top 2. There's what?
But we had this conversation about you
Come on,
and
Mr.
yours.
Nike.com.
Just because you stay fresh,
That's
you guys
That's
choose.
fancy to me.
You guys choose not to do
That's not
stuff.
true.
That
I don't
is
stay
true.
fresh.
What you mean,
I don't stay fresh. That's not true at all.
bro?
We need to get
Don't
this
get
on
on
the
the
count.
pot
I
live.
put this on because I knew I was coming here for the podcast.
Yeah, but
And it's
Steph,
a t-shirt.
I'm talking with the shoes.
You're
yeah,
not- you're not telling the
Steph,
truth.
you have a
You
whole.
stay fresh?
Because didn't he just
You don't
say he
stay
should be
fresh?
endorsed by Nike?
No, because I
He should
I
be.
spend a lot of
He should be
money
getting
over
a bag from Nike.
But that doesn't.
Your whole wardrobe is Nike. You have a whole closet full of Nikes,
That's
bro.
not-
Yes, you do.
That's not
A walking
true.
billboard.
Bro, a walking billboard.
And because I look, bro.
Oh,
I'm gonna
look.
explain this to you.
That's
guys.
what I'm saying.
And anybody who may hear this, I'm gonna help you guys out. They're right. I would.
Wait. I just want to make this point. He just did what he said I was going to do, right?
No.
Right?
No. I'm giving you a point. Right? You do have a point. I do wear a lot of Nike shit. And this is what I'm saying. None of that shit is new, like within the current year. And none of that shit do I pay full price for. I only shop at outlet stores. Only. If it has a swoosh on it, I did not pay the ticket on it. Except a couple of pairs of Jordans.
So you smart.
So what does that matter?
So you smart and fancy.
That
So
means
what?
if you're buying shit out of season and out of year, you ain't the fresh
Out of
nigga.
season.
1 year? So you're because
keeps up with
you
the
told me
season and
you said that
No,
you
he
buy
does.
your stuff
And it's
like
fancy.
Like
During
I'll
the
buy-
winter?
no, look,
Dur-
I'll buy a hoodie.
See, they talk
I'll
about
buy a
clothes
hoodie
and seasons.
Let's just take what I
know about
just
that.
did. The last time I've been to the outlet, I went to the outlet. I got it. So it was last year, 2019, right? I go to the outlet during the summer season and buy a hoodie. That's from that last year. The
but
year before.
But you're not buying one hoodie. I've been to the store with you before, bro. You
That's
bought
what-
2 hoodies and a jacket, and then some jeans,
and they're
and
all-
some kicks for the wifey.
And a pack of socks before he hit the
sure.
checkout.
Man,
For
no.
sure.
Well, you gotta do the same thing. Stop that.
No. What
Mando.
you mean?
If you are at a Nordstrom's rack or a Nike store, it is Mando that you get socks before you walk out. It's Mando.
For S
For
dot.
you,
For S dot.
Oh, you guys are right then. If buying a pair of socks makes you that nigga.
And we all know Jesse had the boxes just shipped to the crib, bro, with brand new everything. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
different though.
That's different.
That's different.
You got freshness getting dropped off at the front door.
oh, see, that was different. Nah,
That's different because that's all I have. Y'all.
That's
got
all
it-
you. But
so
how many
like,
times
you get a
do you?
whole-
How many shipments
I
do you
get
get?
one.
One
a
what?
month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly?
No. He means one every paycheck. That's what he
No.
means.
I was at the crib.
That's what he-
I was
that's
at
what
the
he
crib.
means.
I was at the crib one time when the shipment came, had a pair of J's in there. This thing was like, ooh, nigga, J's, nigga.
Stop.
Hey, Mike, but he's not fancy though, bro.
Bruh,
He's not fancy.
That's me trying to keep up with y'all.
I know y'all
Because
can
y'all
never
go
put that
out
on
and
me.
shop.
Y'all can never put that on me.
What?
What you mean?
I'm the least. I'm the least flyest here.
We're talking
That's a
fancy.
fact.
Fly and fancy are different things.
Oh, so you fly?
I'm definitely
for sure.
fly.
Yeah,
I'm about to say he's for sure.
Every fit I be seeing you wear, I'm like, damn, this nigga can really match, bro. The colorways this nigga be having, bro. I be like, damn, Mike, I feel you, man. Like those yellow and orange. I got the all red ones.
Jakowski.
Yeah, I was like, nigga, those are fly. You had some nice little. I was like, okay, I feel you, Mike.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Fly and fancy are different things.
yeah, no, you're right,
Yeah.
you're right. But the reason why I said fly is because we switch it to this shopping ass nigga,
I feel
and then we switch it to this box getting ass nigga with this fly stuff, bro. I hate shopping.
I do too. That's why I get a box. But y'all go shopping. I don't go shopping.
I don't go shopping.
Nah, I need to go in. I need to go in there and see my stuff and buy it.
I like
I can't
shopping
do
for
that.
myself.
I can't do that.
I gotta go in there and see my
I do
stuff.
most of my shit for other people online, but
see
I like
it.
going shopping for myself.
Got fitted on.
Yeah, I gotta
Ain't
go.
nothing
I
worse
gotta
than
go
ordering
check shit.
something and it don't fit and you like, oh.
Yeah, man, that'd be bullshit. Cause it be getting there right when you plan to wear it and shit.
Yeah, I have.
Go ahead, Jesse. Say it, bro. I heard you. Go ahead. What were you rather say? Yeah, I had what? What you
Yeah,
had?
man, I had to send some shit back.
Yeah.
I had to send a strongly worded email, man. Like, man, this is nuts.
I didn't even have to send an email. They
They
come
sent me back
asking me.
2 boxes.
They come asking me.
I've heard this nigga tell somebody, bro, I got a designer and shit. They put my shit in the box.
A designer?
Yeah, you said I have a fashion. Like, what is
He said I have a designer.
He said, who
I don't
is
know what those people even
He
call
said I have a
He
designer.
didn't say designer.
Like a tailor or something.
Oh, you have a tailor.
Via email.
Well, I mean,
she asked me
I
like
mean,
my
well-
inseams and shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that was a new experience though. Do y'all know y'all inseams though?
No, I don't.
It's been a minute since I got fitted for it, so since my wedding. But no, I don't know it off the cuff.
I had to Google mine. My height and weight. I just stuck with
Ain't
it.
nothing. There's a few things that
It's
feel
almost like
better.
what the fuck?
I
don't
do know though, once you go in and get your dress clothes like made, like fitted the way they're supposed to fit, it's hard to go back to just buying a shirt out the pack, bro. It's
For
hard
sure.
to go back. But you got to sometimes just run and grab a quick shirt, but
Burlington hit.
it's hard to go back to that, bro.
Yeah, you mean like I had to do for Jesse's family get together?
Yeah,
I got you.
Had you all out your
Run and
element.
go find
Yeah,
some
yeah.
And it was crunch time.
Yeah, you
So,
know what I'm
Stores
saying?
was closing up.
Yeah, it was late because we just gotta spend like $150 on dinner, bro. On dinner, bro. Before we got to the spot.
Hey,
I looked at that stuff. I said, bro, where are we eating at? Where's $150 a plate?
speaking of doing the most to have to get in, right? What's the like the greatest length you ever went to try to impress a girl?
Mine's gonna be underwhelming. Cause
I ain't got nothing.
No, I got one.
Let's hear it.
I paid for a whole trip for me and my girl to go on vacation for her birthday.
You know what I'm saying? To get a girl to like you is what I'm saying.
Oh, to get a girl to like me?
To get a girl to like
Oh,
you.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Never in your life?
Never in my life.
Never
I'm not doing that.
that's why I was saying mine's just underwhelming. I might have like sang a little something to Shawty.
What you sing to her? You ain't got to give it to us
It's
here.
probably
What
some
song was
Usher.
it? What song?
Probably some
She said probably some Usher.
Yeah.
What you give him, Triz?
Man, probably bought him something. Like
Oh, probably bottoms, but what? What is
probably some jewelry or something, a necklace. I'm a jewelry guy, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jewelry guy.
Stop it.
fancy? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's
I was just gonna leave it there. Yeah.
my family's from New Orleans. I like gold.
I like gold too. I ain't got none though.
Gold's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, my senpais used to be writing poems, man.
Yeah, I used to do that too, though.
See, I did all that when I was with the girl. I did
Yeah.
that with a couple
Oh no, I used to be
girlfriends.
doing that to try to get her.
I did that with a couple girls. Writing notes and shit.
Was it smooth?
Oh, it works. It works plenty of time.
Okay. Did they expect you to keep writing them?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How did that part go?
I mean, you know,
So talent just kept on writing.
sometimes it's like, hey, man, come on, man. What are we doing here, man?
Every
I
time
didn't say I was a poet. I just said I know how to do this. What are we doing here?
You think I got this in the tuck? I gotta sit down and think about this shit every time.
But nah, I messed around and did that with wifey though. Like the first 5 or 6 months, a marriage, I wrote a poem like every month. After that, like 7th, 8th month hit, she didn't get one. 9th month hit, she didn't get one. She like, yo, what's up? Like, where my poems at? Like, I was enjoying that, you know what I mean? And my plan was to do it for the whole like first year, but I just, for whatever reason, just fell off. I don't even know why. But
actually, I do remember you saying that. I do remember you saying that.
Because that's hard to keep up with. Because that's hard to keep up with. That's a hard expectation, man.
So back in the day, like, how would you, where would you give it to him at? Like, would you give it to him at school or?
Yeah, at school. Slip it in the backpack on the low key. Give it to the friend. Give it to, depending on like what grade I was in. Like, give it to the friend. Like, hey, yo, get that to it real quick.
Now this is key though. How'd you leave your name at the bottom though?
Sincerely or yours truly type.
He put cash.
Nah, I just put Michael.
Cash
Sign it real quick.
One and only.
Nah,
you kept it OG. You just left the dash.
I wasn't that smooth. I would write my name like so that she could read it and then sign it. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying, like that's doing something. Like, write it where she could read it normal, and then put my signature
with the cash roll, bro.
Money sign.
You feel me?
Money sign.
That's what I should have hit him with.
Oh man.
Yeah, I wasn't super after the chicks though. I had a couple girlfriends, but I wasn't super after the chicks. I was always trying to find me a girl to be with. I was trying to do me.
Yeah, we know.
Like that don't come with a whole bunch of, you know what I mean? I wasn't like trying to chop it down like that. I was trying to get
Hey,
to
but
know
then
a chick.
give me the flip side. Give me a time when you had to run up out of her crib because like her mom was coming home or something.
Oh my goodness. Nigga, this happened. I'm not even gonna front. It happened to me once, and I vowed on my life never to be in this position ever again. Because I was like, I'm not this nigga. Oh man, I'd rather fight my way or walk out the door. I'm dead ass. I got caught under the bed,
Jump out a window or some shit.
Under the bed.
Under the bed. Dad came home. I was like, walked in the door. I was like, this is out. I gotta go. I got work anyway.
I got work anyway. I haven't even been here.
Same. I mean, I ain't gonna use no names. My girlfriend in high school, I had to do that a few times. When her sister, her parents was coming home, I had to run out the back, hop the patio, shoes getting all dirty. I'm like, come on, man, we can't keep doing this. And then one time, I was visiting in LA. I was with my cousins. We was hanging out with these girls till like 2 a.m. They lived with their uncle. And uncle come home, nigga, I'm like 19, 20 at the time. Nigga, we all diving up under the bed, hiding and shit. I'm like, man, this is stupid. And even the next day, I'm telling Shaky, he like, hell no, I'd have just fought that nigga and left, bro. He's like, I wouldn't have been up under the bed. I'd have just fought that nigga and walked out, man. Win or lose, I'm not getting under the bed, man.
So y'all know how I used to go to Sacramento during the summer when we were in high school. So I would go to Sacramento to visit my brother and my nephew. My nephew's like 3 years younger than me, so when I was in high school, you know what I mean, when I was a senior in high school, he was, you know what I mean, he was in high school, so we were kicking it, and some girls that lived down the street from us came over. I told my brother, I was like, hey man, this is what I need you to do, bro. I need you to take, you know what I mean, take my sister pretty much, you know what I'm saying, and get her up out of the crib, you feel me, like, me and my nephew about to kick it, you feel me, so he's like, don't be tripping. Saturday we're gone all day. Cool, for sure. So me and my nephew, man, we had these girls come over, bro. We're kicking it, and he goes in the room. So I take homegirl in the bathroom, right? Bro. All of a sudden we hear a bang, bang, bang. What the fuck is that, right? So I come out of the bathroom, and my nephew comes out of the room, right? I at least got my boxers on, fam. Like, my nephew come out of the bathroom, come out of his room, butt naked, bro. Right?
Like, this is my house.
I look at him like,
what's going on in here?
I'm like, bro, like, what are you gonna do, my guy? Like, what are you gonna do, bro?
Apparently.
He was like, hold on. So he goes to the peephole, he looks, he goes, oh man, it's their dad. And I was like, oh. And I was like, so, well, like, what's up? And he was like, I was like, do you know that they're here? He was like, I don't know.
Nigga, he knocking on the door.
Yeah, like that, right?
You definitely can't answer it naked.
And back in high school, you know what I mean? Like we're all skinny. You feel me? So I was skinny, and this dude was a big old white boy, right? So I'm like, damn, like what are we gonna do? So I was like, if he wants to just run in here, he can just run in here. I can't stop him, you know.
Yeah.
Like, So I opened the door. I'm like, hello, and I'm like, are you police? He was like, nah. He was like, is my daughter here? I was like, I don't know who your daughter is, sir. And he's like, no, you know who my daughter is. I was like, no, I don't know who your daughter is, sir. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I live in San Diego. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I know they're in here. I was like, look, man, like, they're not here. You can't come in. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. So long story short, so he leaves. They end up having to leave. Mm-hmm. So my nephew comes back. And he tells me, he's like, yeah, like, they got in trouble and all this other stuff. But to go back on the racist stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I end up coming back home, you know what I mean? And then he ended up telling me later, like, yeah, like, they end up, like, really, like getting it. And now they don't even talk to him no more because he's black. And like I said, they live down the street. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wild, they live down the street, bro.
That's crazy.
He said, are you the police, nigga? Knocking on the door.
Banging on the door.
Found out how they knew y'all was there? How they knew they was there?
No, I never found that out.
Nah, that's crazy.
Never found that out. But they did have a hating sister because she was a chubby one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
the one y'all didn't invite over? See?
You feel me? I mean, but we didn't invite her anyway though. You know what I mean? Like the other two was prettier, you feel me? It's the truth.
I would say the craziest thing that happened to me, I wasn't up under a bed or nothing, but I was chilling with Shorty in they living room. How their living room work was they had a long driveway that pulled up next to the living room. There was a side door on the living room. And so, and the front door of the house was on the other side of the house. So we're sitting up there big chilling. Like, I'm laying down on the sofa like this is my crib. She laying on me like chilling. We up under a cover. Dad ain't supposed to come home. He working nights. Nigga pull up. I'm like, oh shit. She like, oh, when he comes at night, he literally just walks straight to his room and like he's out. So yeah, just like hot. And then when he goes there, it'll be good. I'm like, okay. Like I go in the room. I would walk down the hallway into the bathroom. He come in, he's up in there, walking through the house, talking to her, hey me, Han, yada yada yada, right? And he's like, he says something about, I left a shirt or something in the room. And I'm like, oh my God, this nigga's gonna come in here, bro. So I'm in the closet of the room. Like, if the door's open on the closet, I'm just thinking, he gonna come in here, grab something, it's gonna be cool. But I'm like, in the bottom of the closet, like, just chilling in the closet. He come in there, turn on the light. He, like, in the room, like, really in the room. He, like, sitting on the bed, like, talking to her about her day and shit. I'm like, like, in there, like, literally crouch how I am right now. But I'm not sitting down. I'm in there like this. I thought he was grabbing something and being out. Yeah. Right? So he go out the room. He go in the bathroom. She tell me, come on. I'm like, what? This nigga's in the... I'm not coming out of this room. He's in the bathroom, nigga. Yeah. No, right? So I come out. She's like, you better come right now. He's going to come back in here. I'm like, oh, shit. So I walk back down the hallway. This nigga come out the bathroom as soon as I'm getting back in the living room, bro. So I'm trying to open the door, close this shit, nigga, my jacket and shit. Like, he walked straight past my jacket that was in the living room. I'm like, fuck, all type of shit in here. He's like, go on the other side. I'm like, I'm out of here, nigga. Like, there's no more chilling tonight, nigga. He knows something's going on in this bitch. And then come home and go straight to sleep. Nah, nigga. I dipped out, bro. Y'all laugh if I told y'all the name of the girl. Y'all would laugh. But
I think I already know who you're talking about.
I'll wait for that all there. Y'all would die laughing.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Her pops was not cool with niggas, clearly. But it would have been, I'd have to beat that old man's ass if he caught me in there. I'd have to hurt him. He would have been trying to fight me, son, for real. It's crazy. But I guess that's pretty crazy, but because I was shook. But I don't think that's like, I think being up under a bed, like if somebody walking around the room, it's like, where you gonna go from there?
Man, there ain't nowhere to go.
Like, yeah, what you gonna do? Like, get pulled from out of there or climb down and be like, oh, my bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, shit.
I'm caught now.
Yeah, like, you got me.
Oh, man.
Oops.
Yeah. I hear the NBA coming back. They said end of June, right? Mm-hmm. Supposed to be opening up Disney World for the East Coast and then Las Vegas for the West Coast.
I'm glad really? Coming back, bro.
Dame said if the Blazers don't have a legitimate shot at making the playoffs, then he's not playing.
I have a fix for all that.
How many games they giving them?
Like they should just finish the season out.
I thought it was supposed to be like a 3-game play-in or something like that.
I heard it was 5.
That was a
I wasn't
proposal.
sure.
That was a proposal. But I think when they coming back, they was talking about giving them like 7-8 games to get it together. Like give them like 25 days to get with their teams to start working out, and then like an 8-game little starter up, and then go into the playoffs. However the standings were. But in Dan's position is, if that's what we're doing, I'm not playing because my team's in 9th seed. If we was planning to get into the playoffs, I'd play. But nah, I'm not playing that.
Yeah.
I'm torn on that, but I feel it. I'm for
Would
player
the
empowerment.
8-game play go towards your wins and loss of the record that you already had?
I'm not sure. That's what's not clear. And
See,
then what
'cause if-
Isaac was talking about was a play-in, like put all the teams in the playoffs, give the top 4 seeds a bye, and then the bottom 4 seeds play the rest of the field in a 3-game series for pretty much like play-in games.
Yeah.
Like a play-in series.
Not a
You win
bad
that
idea.
series, you're one of those bottom 4 teams. You know what I'm saying? Type of deal. But the teams that are already locked in at like, well, the teams that are in the West Coast, it makes sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense in the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's like between 6 and 10 is separated by 1 game.
Yeah.
If I'm Dame, I'm hot too, which I get. But at the same time,
Yeah.
man, you get paid for this. Like, you know
Coming
what I'm
back
saying? Like
next
you
year,
get paid for this. Like it's not guaranteed you go to the playoffs anyway, but you still get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm torn on that, but I'm for player empowerment, nigga. Like, if they don't want to play, then fuck y'all, nigga.
But then I heard something today that they're talking about doing a 10-team playoff on each side.
I'll fuck with that.
10
More
Yeah.
basketball.
I
I'll
like
fuck with
that.
And then can't nobody really complain with that. You
No.
want one of the top 10 seeds, wherever we cut it off at. I'm not, even if we just go from here to the playoffs, I'm not going to hear
I'm just happy
yeah.
that whatever they come up with, they're committed to finishing the season.
That's what needs
not
to be in
starting
place.
over.
That's what needs to be played.
Finishing the season,
Well,
not
and-
starting over.
Well, see, I think they need to get under control. Like, if somebody gets sick, gets COVID, is that player out? Is that team out? How is this gonna play? If they get better, can they come back? Like, they gotta get, because it can't. The NBA can't start up. Somebody gets sick and then they shut the shit down.
And see,
That
that's
can't
what
happen.
I was
That
thinking
can't
about
happen.
that. And my theory on that is they would have to have all the teams isolated. Once you guys start and do this, you're in until the end of the season, until we're done. But you gotta tell these dudes not to go home, or you have your wife, everybody in the facility together. Because once you leave, you don't know who you're gonna get it from.
Yeah, but no, they were for sure quarantined. That's why they're gonna do it in one location. But I mean, like, if somebody were to get sick, they've been exposed to all their teammates and like staff.
That's what I'm
members
saying. Yeah,
and all
that it has to be in the team.
Like, the team still got to go on. Like, you sick. You know what I'm saying? And oh my god.
Think
But if
about
the team is just
Please,
getting
LeBron,
together,
be
they're
COVID fan. Oh my god.
man.
Oh man.
I don't
I'm
even
gonna pray
think
for
they
that
would
nigga,
tell
man.
anybody.
I'm gonna pray for that nigga, man.
I don't think
because
they
this
would.
our year, bro. This
think
is
about
our
how whack it's gonna
year,
be for
bro.
the champs to like win the ship and not being able to go out and party like that.
Not be able to fly to Vegas like they usually do. And then
There's just gonna be a lot of hard turning up in that room that they gonna have to give them it too. But you know what I'm excited to see, bro? They doing it with no fans. We gotta be able to hear them.
Nah, you're not gonna be able to hear that stuff, Steph.
They better get it right.
Steph, what?
I
You be hearing them cuss when they mic'd up now
Hey,
during the
ain't
game.
no fans, fam. Ain't no fans. I need something. I can't just watch the game like
And
it's
listen
game
And
to
they
day,
it,
gotta
bro.
do
No
it like that.
commentary.
They gotta make sure Drake, even if the rappers ain't in it, they gotta make sure Drake is courtside every game. Spike Lee is courtside every game. Like,
Or have
They
they
can't do that
time?
if they doing no fans. They can't
They
get
can't.
no special privilege.
No, they can't.
that'd be
No
They
fans
have
would
to
just
sit-
spike right there going hard. Getting cussed out by players.
I see them having a booth because they gonna have to have the commentary there.
Well, I thought Draymond Green said that when they thought the Warriors were going to play without fans, that they let them play pick a playlist or something like that.
Oh, playing music during the
Oh
game.
yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
That's right.
Oh, see, but
The
that's
non-cussing
but
playlist.
now they're gonna be broadcasting it. It have to be
Oh, if no
music
matter
for
what, it was
everybody.
gonna
Y'all know how
be
the
on TV.
NBA get with music
Oh,
for
yeah, it has
everybody.
to be on TV. That's
They
how
gonna
they
have
make
they
the
gonna
money.
have Bruno Mars do a jam. They gonna have somebody do a jam.
But
probably
they wouldn't do live shows
like
though.
blow some dust off of Akon. Let him make an NBA song.
They can't do none of that.
They gonna
Nah,
have to
these
do
are
music
these
for
are have
everybody.
people's playlists on their phones type.
They can't make a
way.
big production
What
of
you
it
mean?
like
The
that.
NBA is 90%
That's what- yeah.
black. They not gonna have just hip hop. If the NBA ain't about to do that, they gotta appeal to everybody.
No, that's true.
They gonna be like, yo, throw some country and then throw it like, but it's
Yeah.
gotta be music they can play to, and that's what I'm saying. What do the players
And
want to play to?
It ain't gonna be no country music in there. I guarantee you that.
It might not
Unless
be
it's
good.
Lil Nas X, it ain't finna be no country music.
But then somebody's gonna get in the owner's ear and be like, that person's making money off you playing their list. Play mine.
Not only is the league
I'll
all
give you
black,
money, and they're gonna find a way to get that artist in that playlist.
I'd rather have the players talking shit.
me too.
I mean, I would too, but they're not.
Nobody's arguing that, but they're not finna
have
have that be the primary.
What do y'all think the basketball's gonna be
Screeching
like?
and-
What do y'all think the basketball's gonna be like?
I think it's gonna be the same.
I think it's gonna be a big adjustment because those players have been playing in front of people for a very,
Big ass
very
crowds
long
for a long
time.
time.
That's why LeBron was like, "It's out. If I ain't got no fans, then I'm out."
He came
Like,
up off of that because he
Yeah, but also I mean,
he made
maybe
a
it's
statement
not quite.
because he really felt that.
Maybe
way.
it's not quite the same, but the Dream Team said they had their best practice with no cameras in there.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
true.
So you never know.
That's true.
See, I just think
I think it'll be an adjustment. I think it'll end up being really good hoop. But I think getting to it, they have to get motivated to want to play.
I
Like
think we're
not
gonna
hearing
see
people.
different dudes as big time players. Fam.
Yes.
It's gonna be some dudes out there that like the crowd kind of get to them, but they could go.
But they can go
And I
and
think-
be
And
in
it's gonna be like, oh,
practice.
there ain't no
It's
fans.
practice.
Like Caruso gonna be like, oh, there ain't no fans. I could just really get out here and dog you. Okay.
And I think
the ref is more inclined. The refs be swayed on with fans. We know the home court is
it's
the
gonna
same.
it's
Ain't
gonna
no home court
benefit.
now.
It's gonna
This is new-
benefit.
all these games is neutral. Ain't no fans in here.
It's
bro.
gonna benefit younger teams like Denver, who aren't really playoff tested like that, who aren't used to playing like against like you know what I'm saying, that away crowd. It's not the you know what I'm saying. It's not gonna be the same.
But hey, what if the NBA did this? If you buy a ticket, you're quarantined, but you can sit at all the games. Would you buy a ticket?
Say what? Say it again.
You pay for the ticket, so they fill the arena up once.
Mm-hmm.
And all those people are allowed to, like, they got to stay out there or quarantine them too. They'll let them stay there, but it's for
So
everything.
14 days before your game, you have to go be quarantined to go to that basketball game
Yes.
that you paid for.
And then while you're there for the finals, for the series, you're quarantined there.
Sell them by series.
So I'm not doing that stuff.
Shit. To watch every
what?
game, that ticket might be loud.
Every game of the whole season.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying, 'cause they
finals,
can't keep
okay.
switching them out. It's got to be for a series.
Oh well, then yeah, but
Give
that
me the
ticket
link.
gonna be
Who's the tipsy
expensive
right
than a
now?
motherfucker.
Who's the tipsy
though.
right now? Sam?
Imagine that ticket price though, fam.
Come on.
And does the NBA put me up in the room?
games.
I want the NBA to put me up in the room
Yeah,
too.
it's got to be there. They got to be able to.
So all you
control
gotta do is
everything.
pay the ticket.
What
Oh,
you
I'm down
gotta-
for that.
all you gotta
That's
do
a
is
hell of
do
an
your job.
experience. Oh, yeah, nigga. Or
All you gotta do is leave your
Finesse
job
them.
if you got one right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not working. That's real.
no, for real.
Just blow your savings on going to the finals, then come out of the 14 broke.
But 2 weeks.
No, thank you. I wouldn't do that, but I might get an earlier round. Finals might be crazy. But that's why I said I wouldn't want to see them knock the dust off the
That's
sack
what I'm
and beat them like a rug.
Mm-hmm. But that's a week
That's gonna
long.
make it interesting for 2 games.
You know the NFL's moving forward regardless.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they
we
are.
getting this TV money. We don't care what
Bro,
you're
NFL
talking about.
NFL, bro, they got a dude up out of there for nil.
Are you coming
You think
back?
Corona's well? Come
Are you coming back?
Watching football?
Yeah.
I haven't decided yet. I think I might, but I haven't fully decided yet.
This year's a good year to come back for
Yes,
us, bro.
it is.
This year's a good year for us to come back, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
Freddie's
we're
talking
gonna
about
be
Raiders.
right.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
We're gonna, well, no,
I ain't
we're
talking about
gonna
no-
be right.
I was talking about the NFL as a whole. You talking about the
No,
Raiders?
I'm talking about.
Y'all niggas still.
I'm talking to another Raider head. Nigga, what
I
you
know.
talking
I
about?
didn't realize that at first. I'm gonna be asked though.
I know it's
Nah,
your house,
no,
bro,
they're
but
not
nobody
gonna
care
be
about the
bad.
Saints over here.
I mean,
They're not gonna
that's
do that.
fine, but nah, they.
Y'all might take a step back.
No, we not.
Drew
Bro.
Brees, I don't know. That arm be looking tired, boy. Fatigue. I won't say tired. Be
Michael
looking
Thomas.
fatigued. Like you be breathing heavy. Yeah, a lot of intermediate routes.
That's fine. What you mean? That dude Tom Brady ain't threw a route past 15 in
Drew ain't
6
Tom.
years. Shit, numbers say he nigga.
Numbers say he been doing it for a long time, which it'd be
They
understandable
both
if he
been
was a
doing it for a
little
long
tired.
time.
And he do got fired them things too. So I mean, the hardware speaks for itself.
Drew got one, right?
Drew got one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I don't know, man. Just if y'all might just want to sit him out some games so he make it to the end, though. For real.
He ain't never been the type to not. So until he don't, we gonna see.
But like in your defense, I mean, the last couple of years they have kind of got robbed though too. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple of games that
I'm a
y'all
Saints
definitely
fan,
should
and
have won.
I play receiver. That this year, I'm not expecting that push off call. That everybody's that.
And
that
the year
back-
before, that didn't end the game, fam. The Saints still
Well-
had the ball when y'all got robbed on the PI. Y'all got robbed on that call. Y'all ended up getting the ball back and still not winning the game. Like
Damn, that's
that changed the game,
And then we
but
missed
it
the
didn't
field goal.
lose the game for y'all.
What you mean? But we score on that play, the game's over.
Yeah.
If you scored, you was just on the one.
No. The other team came down.
Had the
First
ball
and
again.
the other team came down and kicked a field goal, bro. They would have had to score. When they kicked that field goal, time was up. Time was up. That means
the game. Yes, the time is up. But the Saints had a possession after that.
No, they didn't.
They blew that call. That was not fourth down.
What are you talking about?
Y'all had a possession after that.
We had one more drive after that call.
You said another play to run.
He sent another drive to score, another opportunity to score.
No, that was game. After that possession, that was game.
We had one more drive. Yeah. We missed the field goal to tie the game.
Oh, okay.
We missed the field goal to tie the game.
But I mean, I feel you. It was a bad call.
And that's what I'm saying. That doesn't happen. The game's over. And that's why they did it.
Because the other team scored, right?
But we've seen people get stopped on fourth down.
The other team scored, right?
No, they were up. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That our touchdown right there would have sealed the game.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, bro, on a 15-yard line, though.
All I know is if the Cowboys ain't good this year, we ain't never gonna be good.
I'm agreeing to that.
We got CD Lamb.
Well, I think whether you guys are good next year or not, you'll just always be bad.
I mean, that's not true. But
they're average team.
We're above average most years. Last year we were average.
Cowboys is going cowboy, man.
Don't let Stephen A. fool you, man. Don't let him fool you.
Can't go wrong. Will go wrong.
Stephen A. yells he right.
And then Stephen A. talking about the Cowboys.
Who they about to be? Who they quarter or the new coach? Didn't they fire their coach?
Yeah, we got Mike McCarthy, nigga that won with Aaron.
Oh, okay. The Green Bay coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going. I mean, it's promising. We need to get a couple defensive players, but we got some in the draft. Some of them need to be good players. They can't just be sitting on the bench. But the offense, we should be scoring like 30 a game. We got CD Lamb. Thanks to y'all, man. We got Amari Cooper, man. I appreciate that, man.
He was dropping passes for us. So
he don't mess with Oakland, but he loved Dallas.
That's cool.
And he better because T gave $100 million.
You know what I'm mad about? Your boy Dez never getting a suit up for us. I really wanted to see him. I thought he was going to revamp himself when he came in.
Real talk.
Right?
And he was going to play the Cowboys that week. That was supposed to be a monster game.
He wasn't having a monster game.
What? I think he was. And I think that's why he popped his Achilles, because bro was over, you know what I mean? He was too hyped up to play.
He popped his Achilles because the nigga had mad dust on him and got out there and tried to go game speed.
Nah, he was working out. Yeah, he was working out heavy.
But he wasn't playing games on Sunday.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the league.
I mean, don't nobody care about all this sports talk like that. We gotta clear up this Gilly stuff, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what you do.
So we got in a heated conversation last week talking about the Gilly and Wallow podcast, right?
I heard it, yeah.
And we talked about it a little bit at my parents' house on a Sunday, I think it was. Yeah. We're going to fully clear it up here. So we are both right and we are both wrong. Because I was speaking from the standpoint that Gilly gave us, which was false information. Gilly presented it as if it was him and Wallow's podcast and they was just using this dude's studio and he wasn't there from the beginning and he they just happened to be using his studio. It could have been anybody's studio. But this dude has paperwork to prove that he's been there from the beginning, like that he was one of the minds that helped create the podcast.
He was putting it on blast,
yeah.
Bro. He was putting it on blast. He was like,
and I didn't know
to the next one. Had the contract on his phone that he sent to his attorney.
And that's why I said I'm right in the sense that I said that. I kind of said that. I was like, if he was there from the beginning, and like you were saying, if he was there from the beginning and he helped create, and I'm like, he didn't help create anything. But that's what Gilly said, and that obviously wasn't true. Gilly's always been a stand-up. He's like one of them stand-up old heads. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't expect him to be lying like that. Like, so I fully took his word for it.
But Paul's right there though. So you're saying for him to be compensated that he should be one. He should have to come up with the idea with them.
Not to be compensated, to be an owner.
Or to be an owner.
To be an owner.
So if you guys have something going and it's good, you know what I mean? Or no. If you, because how it is was, they came up with how you thought it was. They came up with the idea, and then he came in with the studio, and he would just be on camera from time to time, right?
Right.
But he was there for 80-some episodes, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, let's say that part is true, right? Mm-hmm. You don't feel like he should be compensated for how many shows he's been there? Mm-hmm.
He should.
Okay, hold on. But because I heard you guys talking about negotiations, right? Mm-hmm. So now in a negotiation, usually what happens is You go with your number, they come with their number, and then you guys meet somewhere in the middle because it's a negotiation.
Right.
It's okay now. So if you give me a number and I say, nah, I don't like that number. What about this number? You say, nah, fuck you. You know what I mean? And this is what it is. And I'm like, no, like this is supposed to be a negotiation. And you say no, then that's not bad. Is that bad business?
But that negotiation is never going to be a true negotiation, and that may seem unfair, but that's because you guys already don't agree on the terms of this contract. If you already agree that some ownership is going to be given up, if you already agree that equity is going to be given up, if you already agree that the essential piece is what's going to be broken down and given to everybody equally, then okay, we agree on that. Now we could talk about how much we each can own individually. He wanted a piece of that. The owner of it was saying, no, you're not going to own anything. They're not negotiating on that. He's saying what I think what Jesse was saying, and Steph was like, no, that's not a negotiation. It was talking about whether or not they could. He was like, okay, you want to be an owner, you're not going to be an owner, but what I can do is up the fee that we're going to give you monthly. We can negotiate that number, sure, but we're not going to negotiate whether or not you get to own a piece of my podcast.
Yeah, that's out.
But if we're starting something from the ground up,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys came up with the idea,
Mm-hmm.
but I had the place, and now I'm a part of it because I have the place,
Mm-hmm.
and we're not getting anything, and you know what I'm saying? Like how can you say that I don't deserve a part of it when I've been a part of it? When okay, yeah, you guys' name is on the front.
Fee, but he was talking about having ownership in the podcast, and that's what I was saying to last week is when I was saying like,
but I mean,
that's not even like, that's what I was saying, like that's bad business, and that's why I was saying Gilly looks funny, like.
He definitely looks funny now, not based on the information we had before he posted the contract.
No, right, and that's what I'm going to is yeah. Now he definitely does. Yeah. But let's go back to.
No, I'm not arguing that at all.
Right. But let's go back to the beginning when we thought when you guys thought it was one way, right?
Right.
And
okay.
what I'm saying is, no matter what, like to me, no matter what, if he has a place and you guys are paying him to do your thing in his place. But he still is saying stuff, and he's still on camera.
Still talent.
Exactly. He's still a part of it. Mm-hmm. So if he's a part of it, then he should own a percentage of it. If this is a business that we're starting from the ground up. I think so. But how is that not?
I don't think so.
Just because my name isn't in the
on the blueprint, on the thing that we started up and drew this. So if I'm creating a diagram right now with us right here. Mm-hmm. And all of us we all get a piece of this 25% pie. Then the next person we hire on first, right, comes in. The next person in the door.
No. But we
need his facility, right? Because that's the thing that is saying that he wants a piece of the pie because of the facility.
No. But that's not true. Because if you guys came into my facility and using my facility, I don't have to be on it. You guys could just use my facility and pay me for my facility. But that's not the case. I'm a part of it.
I'm glad you said that. So to go back to negotiation, that was another thing I was going to say. Maybe that could be a part of the negotiation. If like to go back to the original, the thinking that the understanding that we had of last week. If we're going back to that,
right, exactly.
If a part of the negotiation, Dev can be like, but bro, I've been on camera. I haven't just been like the producer. I've been on camera. If I'm Gilly, I'll be like. If he truly feels like we don't need your contribution on camera, then I can be like, okay, fine, then you just won't be on camera anymore. We'll pay you your producer fee, and you just won't be on camera anymore. And if Dev doesn't agree to that, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go find another studio. But where I'm even more wrong, and let me agree to that too, is where it's obviously being shown in the comments and what people are talking about on their podcast. The people are like, yo, where's Dev at? Like we like hearing Dev. So that goes even to more of Dev's point of why he should have been more included in things.
And that's why I was saying last week that sounded silly. That sounds like a dude that's doing bad business because that doesn't make sense. And that's why I was saying you had somebody that didn't give no benefit to your podcast on it 89 episodes in a row. Like, and that's what I couldn't get over. He's been here so long. He has no input.
And that's where I agree with you.
He feels a way and asking for 15% because he's just been talking on mic a little bit. Like that's not you know what I'm saying? Like nobody is trying to get money, and that's why I was saying like it looks silly, and that's why I was questioning the business.
I feel you, and you're proven to be right. But my whole thing was like the proof is in the people. Like the proof is in like they were saying like you messed up the pack. Like everything was fine, and now you took out an ingredient, and it ain't selling the same no more. That's essentially what he did with the podcast.
Yeah.
And like I said, to go back to last week. I don't listen to that podcast every week, and I haven't listened to it for a long time. But like I said, I wouldn't imagine Gilly to be just blatantly lying on camera like that. So I fully took his word on everything he said, and that's naive on my part. You know what I'm saying? But he was presenting it like nigga, like we don't need you. Like nobody don't be tuning in like, yo, what did Dev say last week? Like don't nobody tune in for that. And obviously there was a bunch of people that did.
Right,
but I don't know. Like, but check this out though. People are saying that in the comments, but I don't know if that's affected and how many people are listening and watching though.
Well, and that's the point that I'm making. Is to me, it doesn't matter what the fans say because you still have me on here for 80 something episodes. Mm-hmm. So the only thing that matters to me, and the point that I'm making is, if my face is on here, and I'm commentating on here, right, and you haven't told me not to be on here, right, then I should be able to get a piece of the pie of the ownership, because that's what it is, right? Why should only one person own the whole thing?
I don't think there's only one person.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Busting it down, like Barstool is gonna own some. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's definitely getting busted down, and I don't necessarily.
And we don't even know that. We don't even know that.
True.
It could be just licensing.
That's true.
And at the end of the licensing agreement, they could own all their episodes.
Right.
So we don't know that.
Right. But and 15%. That's not a whole lot of 100%, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still a lot of pie out.
How much money that equates to?
No, but right. But that's like, of course.
How much money that equates to?
Yeah, but Steph. What I'm saying is this: is if everybody's getting, so if I'm taking 15, if there's 3 of us, I'm taking 15%. The rest of that percentage is a lot for the 2 that's getting that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because usually you get that, and then you divvy it out to like.
That is irrelevant how much money I'm making, fam.
No, it is.
That's what I'm saying. No. That's why I probably wouldn't own a business.
No, but
to me, I'm not giving that dude that money.
But that's what I'm saying. But you go to okay. All right, take the money out of it. Let's just think about the percentages.
I'm saying this is my standpoint. This is why I think what I did. If we're in here and we're doing like this, and we sit up here and talk about this stuff, and we go in there and start this up, and because we need somebody else's, and just because they've been here, bro, you're not gonna get a piece that me and my bros are getting. We'll up your salary, we'll up whatever we need, your benefits, whatever you need be, but you're not touching our pie, fam.
See, and
I don't care who that is.
See, and that's
the standpoint that I was coming from last week.
And this is another thing that just hit me, and while I was standing true on that, me and Jesse kind of talked about it when he and Ty came over to see Max a couple weekends ago. Actually the Sunday after we had the podcast, actually. I was saying like that's his intellectual property. Like that's his IP. He's been doing $1 million worth of game for free on Instagram since like 2013, bro. And he's saying like, bro, I've been came up with this. I've been doing this. And I think what would help with that, maybe, I don't know if maybe his lawyer or anybody told him, is if he try to either trademark or copyright that might protect against that, you know what I'm saying? Because he feels like bro, I own this. Like this is mine. I came up with this, and I've been marketing this myself for the longest time, and now you get to come own a piece because you were on my, like, I've been using this title. It wasn't a podcast, but I've been using this title on like my whole message for 7-8 years now. And now that I'm doing it in a packaged form on a podcast, because you helped out with it for 88 weeks, when I've been doing this for 8 years, and now you get to own a piece of it. You know what I'm saying?
But in this form,
I understand. But I'm putting like I said. I first looked at it from Dev's point of view. Now I'm looking at it from, although he was lying and he was wrong. But I'm saying like to go back to our understanding of last week.
Yeah.
If he like had a trademark or a copyright on that title, that might like help out with things. Maybe.
I still think, like, to use Jesse's analogy, is different. Like, and that's why I said I agree with you as opposed to what Isaac was saying. If we're literally just using, like, it could be this situation. If we're literally just using the building and you're not talent, if you don't have no input, Dev is kicked to the curb. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, once you start inputting things and you start having an effect on what's going on, that changes your role. And the paperwork could say whatever it wants. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was saying. Like before we knew this new information, that's what I'm saying. Like 89 weeks is a long time. If he's regularly there, do not tell me that he's just showing up, sitting in a chair, and talking every now and then. Come on. That's incredibly consistent.
How long have you been at your job?
How long have I been at my job? 14, 15 years.
At any point from now until whenever you done stop working, do you think that you'll ever deserve or need to get equity from that company?
What do you mean? Like, do you think I should own the piece?
To where you'd be able to come up with a proposal and take it to your boss and be like, look, my man, this is what I contribute. I need this part of your company. I'm just like, this is what I'm thinking about. Like, you know what I mean? It may be different.
I would say depending on where I'm sorry, you can go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I was saying for me, it would depend on where the company was at when I got here and where it is now that I'm asking for this.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I said 14 years. I don't know
so
the ins out of his job.
My assumption in the company is different though. Like
that's what I was gonna say. That's what I say. To me, it's different. That's completely different because right now, I'm a contractor, so I'm getting contracted to do the work that I'm doing. So it's like you're paying me to go out and to complete a job. You know what I mean?
You're a contractor for the company you work for. Or your company gets contracted.
Yeah, so my company get contracted to do other work, right?
So when you don't have a contract, you still receive a paycheck.
No, I don't. When I don't work, I don't get paid.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm saying in this situation is, to me, 85%, bro, 85% is a lot, right? And you take that and you divvy that up between two people. And then you say that you don't deserve a piece of this just strictly off the fact of you don't want to give it up. That's cool if that's what you choose to do. But this is because how I see it is that you can have a contract where he can have 15% but still have no say.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He can have 15% and have no say on what moves you guys make.
But then what if we did, like I said, like usually anything in showbiz, when it blows up, it ends up moving. Like what if they decide, not everything, podcasting is probably going to be different and most likely will be different. Mm-hmm. But say they get picked up by a TV show and now they moving. And they doing this in a different way, or they get in a beef with him and they're using a different producer.
But that's different though, because now
up to where it's like
because now you're leaving on your own, right?
You might still get paid your 15% for owning 15% of this, but.
Right.
And that's what I was asking about. That's what I was asking about.
Yeah, and but
that's what I'm saying because me and Kevin, you know what I mean, like we talked about shit and about business shit and contract and stuff like that. You could have it in the contract to where if we decide to move this and you don't want to be a part of it, then you just bow out, or you get a percentage of something and then we ain't got to worry about you anymore. You know what I mean? You can do that. But to me, because how I see this is there's a risk when you say, nah, bro, nah, go ahead, like leave. You're not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a risk because now who knows if it's going to be the same? Who knows? You say it's going to be, but you really don't know, right? And now just like you said, people are saying, well, we liked him. The little bit that he was on there, we liked it that, right? Mm-hmm. And to me, you should always not cater, but you should always take
inventory of all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You should take that in.
100%.
So and to be honest, you know what I mean. As us being black man, we should all try to help each other get up. You know what I'm saying, and make more money. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because if one of us is successful, that means that's more money going to black people. Which means that we can go into helping black businesses and everything else.
That's a fact.
So how I see it is, I don't like to see it when people are upset or breaking ties because of a percentage and of money. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't imagine being mad at one of you guys for some money because we didn't talk it out, or we didn't, you know what I mean, we didn't negotiate correctly, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like of course, you know what I mean. Like there's been plenty of times where we all had heated conversations. You feel me? But I'm not the type that's where I'm gonna be like, man, fuck this nigga Mike, bro. Like he's talking about this, and he's like, you know what I mean? Like no, like how come we can't sit down like man and have a discussion and come to a middle? Even if you don't want to give me 15%. It doesn't have to be 15%, but we should be able to come down. We should be able to sit down as men and have a discussion, because that's what's best for our business that we're trying to grow.
Facts.
That's I guess that's a little bit what I was saying last week, that like to not even have the convo. That's why I was like, maybe it's not 15%, but damn, bro, to just shut it down, like you said, to take that risk that it's not gonna be the same. Even if it is the same, the risk of it not being, cause fuck up, all you doing, you just signed a deal for this podcast how it was. You know what I'm saying? Why would you, like you said, like you fucking up the pack. Like I would negotiate. That's why I said the business look funny. Like it's hard to believe that any of this is going exactly how you said it, because the business of it looks so crazy. So he's been here all this time and has no input, and it's just a fuck you get out of here, the show's gonna roll the same. Then what the hell has he been doing here all this time? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you've had him here. You saying this your shit. Like, how long you gonna be here not doing shit? You know what
I feel you, and that's why I tried to remove it and put it in a different example. That's why I said, like, if y'all was making, like, if there was no such thing as Nike, y'all both got on Cortez right now, so that's a good example. If y'all was both, if the three of y'all came up with the concept of what that shoe was supposed to look like. But I've been in the fashion, but just in different ways. And I got all the materials y'all need to make that shoe. And y'all make that shoe and it's a hit. And then y'all make the Huarache. And then y'all make the Dunk. And y'all coming up with all the dope Nikes, and every time I'm in there and I say, hey, not every time, y'all done made 50 shoes. Every 12th shoe, 15th shoe, I'm like, hey, no, change that swoosh to green. And that's going to be a hit. And that shoe hit. I don't think I should have equity in your company because I got a good idea from time to time. Now, if I'm there, but that's what I was going to say. But now, if I'm there and I do it 89 times in a row, then I absolutely should. I'm like, fam, every time I told y'all to switch a color, that it hit.
Or even if it was killing, and it's like, I ain't hurting the pat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck I was doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Gilly looked crazy.
Yeah, he did.
At the end of the day, Gilly looked crazy.
Did.
Because like I said, bro, he was flaming him. Like, the contract was on there. He was like, bro, like, you know exactly what I do. Like, he even put Gilly on blast. He was like, I know things, bro. I know how you really be talking about the fans. Like, when he said that, I was like, ooh, he's not playing with Gilly. Like, he's not playing with him.
And on another hand is, if you're that third guy and you're not saying nothing, now you come out and you say this and it's a lie. Now you're making our pod look bad. Now you're making, you know what I'm saying? Now you're messing with my money. Now you're messing with my money. You feel me? Like, just why couldn't you just give this man a percentage, even if it was 5?
You pretty much saying it ain't worth the headache. Negotiate with that man, talk him off that 15, give him something. Like Rick Ross said, man, pay him, man, so you have a reason not to double cross him, man. Do that man right. You shorten this nigga, he know you shorten me doing on the strength of you as man. At some point, he gonna be like, man, fuck this nigga, bro. He don't value me.
Speaking of it not being worth the headache, wifey wanted me to make sure I came on here and cleaned up what I said last week. Oh man,
bro, we was at the house. She was like, "See how he do me?" I was like,
"Hey man,
like that."
Hey, y'all had me dying in the car."
And also that's another reason why this point is another reason why it was so disappointing. So like I said, it's been since December, right?
Hold on, explain it for somebody that may not have heard that.
So I was saying, like, yeah, it's cool having 2 kids and all that, it's fine, but I'm ready for things to get back to normal because I hadn't had sex since December, right? And wifey was like, but yeah, like, you didn't even say on there that because it was under doctor's orders, like she couldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I said, that's the reason why it's so disappointing because, I mean, like, niggas don't know, but that pregnancy poon is some of the best poon you can have. It really is. So another reason why it's so disappointing.
Oh man.
I feel
Wow.
Hey, it really is.
Oh man, that was funny.
Man, but yeah, when she was like, "See how you do me, man," like, but nah, yeah, it was under doctor's orders. But
That's
facts are facts.
We
Though.
gotta clear it up, Keish.
Oh man,
that's hilarious. Yeah,
Look, I was telling wifey about that. She was like,
God.
cause she don't listen to every episode, right? But she was like, I ain't heard you say nothing on there, but I haven't listened in a while. You be putting on our business like that. I was like, what you mean? Like, she was on my head. I was
but I
like,
put myself on blast too.
yeah.
Look, I'm in the bathroom. I'm about to yah me. Right?
he said, "Look, I got a story."
She knocks on the door
I'm in here, y'all.
because she had just got back from the store with soap, right? But we was running out of soap in the bathroom. She knocks on the door. I'm like, yeah. She's like, open the door. I was like, okay.
Okay.
I opened the door all awkward. You know how like you know what I'm saying? Like you taking a shower at somebody's house and you forgot a towel and they give you a towel, you all off to the side. I'm like that. She give me the towel. I'm like, man, I think she know, man.
Hey, that's interesting.
Like, I think I'm caught, man. I think she know,
I think
man.
that brings up an interesting topic. Are there things
Oh my god.
that you do, because we all live with our women, clearly. Are there things that you do that you would rather your wife not be there? Like when y'all mean or whatever. I'm not saying necessarily like that, but just shit or shit they do that you like, bro, you don't need to do that right now, bro. But this is bad
I don't
timing.
think so.
If I go to the bathroom and the door's closed, do not open the door. You better knock.
No.
I don't. I that door is closed. That's a bathroom.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. For me, I'm the same way. I'm in the bathroom, fam. Whatever I'm doing in here, I don't really want nobody else in here with me. If we about to go shower together, that's different, dog. But I go in the bathroom, clearly to use the bathroom, and you come in here, I'm sitting down taking a shit. I don't want you sitting here. Come on, bro.
Doing anything
Like, I don't want you
other
doing
than-
shit in here. What you, bro? There's sinks all over this house. Go wash your hands somewhere else. You just walked out of the living room. You had to walk past the kitchen to come in here and wash your hands. You see I'm in here? Come on, dog. The door's closed. It has a door on it, my nigga.
Nah, man.
Like, bro, I can't stand. Bro, I'm gonna keep it. I kicked Shorty out of the bathroom. I'm like, I'm sitting there trying to take a shit, bro. What are you doing?
Well, nah, that's out.
She was like,
Yeah,
oh my
I'm
gosh,
better.
is it that big a deal? Yeah, to me, actually, it is. I like to just sit here on Sports Center, take a shit, and get up and leave. And you in here bothering me. You feel me? I'm just scrolling my socials. You act like you missing something. I ain't even doing nothing but taking a shit. You ain't missing nothing.
I don't
With the
care.
foul smell, like, what do you mean?
I don't care. You're not finna be in here for too long or what I got. I know how my stomach is. You're not finna
Just
be in
sit
here
there
for too
trying
long.
to talk to me,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I only
Don't
started-
talk to me, bro. Come
I
in
only-
here. Come home and get out.
I only started locking the door because Baron don't believe in no types of privacy. And they're dropping the deuce, and he just opened up like, fam, like, what are you doing? Like, so we had to start locking the door. You know what I'm saying? But nah, luckily for me, like, wifey, she so enjoys her alone time or like her space to do things that when I'm doing something, whether we at the crib doing the podcast or I'm watching the game or trying to watch a movie or whatever, she's pretty good about, like, especially if I'm watching the game, she'll be like, you want me to make you something, like, need a drink, like, you know what I'm saying? She takes advantage of it. She'll go in the back and like, oh, this nigga ain't finna bother me while the game is on, so she do whatever she got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, luckily for me, I don't really have that problem.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Of course, you got to make sure it's
You dodging a bullet.
enough
fam.
stuff is being shut down when you're
That's
trying to
part of
yell
the
at
reason I'm
me.
getting my gaming room.
I feel it.
Like, bro, I'm sitting here on. You see, I got a headset on. I'm talking to people. I'm playing a game. What? This is not the time to back. It's not. This is not the time to do it. You need
Yeah,
something
man,
right
we-
in front of the TV. What you doing?
We just
Ain't
wanna-
nothing in the middle of our living room.
we
You just
just-
standing here.
we just wanna
She'll come and stand
podcast.
next to me like this. Oh, now you need some attention. I got headphones on, control in my hand. You need some attention.
Please
Go
do.
somewhere, bro.
We're doing a podcast on IG Live. Steph sitting at their table. She go there and turn the blender on. I'm like,
And then look, people head around the corner like,
But see, and that was the hard part about the quarantine shit. Like, I can't even get mad. We just up in here. You see a dip go to go to our smoothie spot and grab some. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. But no, that's that type of shit right there. Like a smoothie now. All right, I feel you, nigga. All right. Oh, you got to come in the bathroom right now. All right, for sure.
She said, it's half my house, nigga.
That's a fact.
Yeah. So let me get my half right now.
Right now, my half is at the top. I ain't made it to the middle yet.
Yeah. What you doing? I can't be in the bathroom by myself. It's like, yo, I be telling her all the time. She stalked me, nigga. We'll be sitting down watching something. I'll get up, go to the bathroom, and I'll just go grab like my twist comb. She'll get up. Now she need to grab
It's the husband huddle. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. Now you want your robe because I'm getting up. All right. Just following me around the house. I'm in the kitchen. Oh, you hungry now? All right. Okay.
Motivation.
I feel it. Get up off me. Watch out, bro. I need a little bit of space. A little bit. I don't ask for a lot. Just trying shit. Just trying shit. Grabbing a shirt real quick. Ain't nothing going on in this bedroom, y'all mean?
I'm coming back.
Y'all niggas got it good. Y'all ain't gonna do that.
Saying, oh, y'all ain't got no story like that?
Nah.
Man,
Love over there.
we got stories in the crib. Y'all know I'm a softie, man. I don't be spanking Baron. I had to spank this man. I had to spank him last night, man.
Why? What'd he do?
Damn.
This nigga threw a ball in the living room, bro. Like, in front of like all his cousins, his aunties, his granny, everything.
You told him don't do it. He threw it anyway.
Threw it hard, like, with the rage in it and everything. Take this nigga upstairs, give him a spanking, man.
How do you feel afterwards?
Like a weenie.
I know. You ain't talking about it like that shit.
Like a weenie. I hate doing that, man. But like, I done tried everything with him, bro. Like, put him in the corner. Like, he can't watch TV. And this nigga love watching TV. Like, take away TV, put him in the corner. None of that worked. It's like, he's just too stubborn. He too mean. He like Derek. Like, that nigga Derek didn't care. He's like, I don't care how much. I remember one time Derek beat somebody up, right? And like, he like, you know, our parents taught us to fight. Like, somebody hit you, beat him up. My parents was like Derek, like, you gotta stop. Like, you know you can pummel this kid. Like, come and get us. Like, don't hit him. It's like, Derek was like, no, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit him again. They like, well, then you're gonna be grounded for 2 weeks. Well, then I'm gonna be grounded for 2 weeks. If you hit me again, then I'm gonna hit him. Our parents was just looking at him like,
damn, nigga.
That's how Baron is. He like, when I get mad, this is what I'm gonna do. So do what you gotta do.
I'll take that L on the other side.
He's stubborn, man. It's gonna be a tough ride. I hope Max is chill, bro.
Man,
I think he will.
Look, man, I told Mike this when he was talking about it before we started filming. Like, look how you turned out, man. You got your ass whooped for everything. Look at you, man. You pretty good, man. Everybody here got their ass whooped, man. We good Bill's character, man. Little nigga need another dance. You acting up. Look, fam.
No, if I told you I was talking to Derek, I spanked him one time. We was quarantined with Derek and them for a month. He's in the car, you know, we do at the end of the night. Me and Derek sitting in the car. I'm like, man, I don't like spanking that nigga Baron, man, but I don't be knowing what else to do. Derek was like, can I give you some advice? I was like, yeah. He's like, I think you need to do it more often.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell nobody that parent.
He said, can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, go ahead. I think you need to do it more often.
I like, you know what I mean, Baron real cool. But I seen him look at you and like if he could cuss, he would have been like, nah, fuck you, and just turn around and walk away. And I was like,
oh, he definitely got an attitude.
Yeah, he got them eyes.
And that's part of the reason why I don't be wanting to do it, because I like that he got that. Like, I like that. Like, if somebody that he don't know is up on him, he gonna do that and scream and do whatever he got to do. Like, I like that. So I don't want it to go away. But at the same time, like, you got to understand, like, not with me.
There's lines.
You know, exactly. And we getting close. But I don't.
The
I just
older,
don't.
the better.
I don't want to have to spank him to get there. Like, I don't like that.
For real.
I don't like that.
I mean, send him to Uncle Steph, man. I'll whoop him, man.
Uncle D done already had to set him straight a couple times, because when we went to the hospital to have Max, he stayed with them, and he was pretty much with Derek the whole time. Had to got a couple spankings and all of that with Derek, so you know, like,
I don't play with Uncle Derek.
Yeah. I spanked Baron one time at the house when he went up and he ran in that middle room and slammed the door. I was like, hold on, like, I was like, let me get this. Hold on. What you doing, Lord? What you doing, bro? He's like, oh, yeah, stop, get in there, man. This nigga got tight, ran in the room and slammed the door. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
You know, I be repeating stuff from TV. You be watching Everybody Hates Chris. This is what the episode when they got a dog because they got robbed. And the neighbor upstairs say, you need to get rid of that dog and get a gun. Why this nigga Baron been repeating that?
Bro,
You need to get rid of that dog and get a gun. I'm like, man, you can't just be saying that to people.
Bear do what he want to, boy. Bear do what he want to.
Oh man.
Yeah, he be at me cracking
This
up.
dude don't have no curfew, no bedtime.
That's what I was saying. We like one time I think you and Keith stayed at the house. It was like it had to be like 1:30 in the morning. We was just sitting up, me, you, Bird, Keith, sitting up chilling. I look over, Baron sitting next to Mike. I'm like, this nigga up, like he ain't sleep. I'm like, oh, you a grown man, huh? You need a beer, nigga?
One time last month, we was on live with Rodney until like it was like 1:30. Barry came jumped on the couch next to me. Rodney was like, "Dang, that nigga up." So that nigga a grown man. He got his shirt off.
Shirt off in his drawers. 1:30. Like he about to walk outside smoking a cigarette.
Looking at you like, why you still up?
Yeah, he looking at you like you still awake. Thought I was coming out here by myself.
Oh man.
That's comedy. That's comedy. I don't think I really had anything else to talk about. Let me see if I had another question. We had to run out of Shorty house. Oh, it's the last question. So I seen everybody talking about the Khloe Kardashian surgery. I don't care about that, but it made me want to ask. Like since she changed, like she took off like a big chunk of her face, and obviously niggas don't want to like take a chunk out their face. But is there anything about yourself that if you could change, or like that you would like to change, like when you was younger, that you wanted to change, or if you could change it now, what would it be?
Yeah, bro.
What's that?
I just want to be taller, bro. Just
I
for
wish I was a
basketball
little bit
purposes,
taller.
bro. Strictly, I don't. It ain't no like.
You shot that already.
On the court, I just be tight sometimes. It'll be like, look, man, the nigga 6'5", bro. What you want me to do with him? I'm better than I'm locking him, but he get close.
Yeah.
It was a bucket. Like, I'm not even trying to be 6'5". Like, give me 6'3". I'm killing this man. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's the only thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like,
Yeah, that matters in who.
but outside of basketball purposes, I'm straight, bro. I'm cool. I ain't never had trouble getting no girl. Ain't nobody ever be like, look at this little short nigga. Like, nothing. I'm not tripping, bro. But on that court, I be getting high. I be some niggas at 24. Terrible. It's just tall. Terrible. Just tall. That's a big, strong ass white boy. That nigga's terrible. But he get picked up by everybody because he's strong and he's tall. This nigga's a bum. This nigga's a bum. Be running all into the wall hella hard. Like, he don't even know how to stop. Like,
Running into the
What
wall.
about you, Isaac? Anything?
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I got small hands, man. They fat.
he thought about
They fat. But my hands are a little small for a man. But I mean that's what I would probably change.
Can you pump a basketball?
Yeah, I can pump a basketball.
Oh, you Gucci.
You straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you straight.
What about you?
I was trying to put on weight, put on more size growing up.
That's what I was gonna say. I just wish I had more body weight. Like,
Even though I think I'm like that slim, swole nigga though. Like, if that was a real build, like nigga, that'd be mine.
and that's all I'll ever be. Like, I've been working out and I'm all like, I look pretty good up under the shirt now, but it ain't made me no heavier.
One thing that I really hate though, nigga, this is my facial hair, bro. This is my facial hair. I cannot grow
That would
anything.
bother me.
I can like, bro. It's been like this for weeks, bro. For weeks, and this
really?
is all. And this
That's
is all
all
that
that
comes
came in?
This is all that comes in, bro. Every time.
Oh, that hurts.
Every time. Well, that's not true because at first this part right here would end up here. Now it started just barely started to connect, man. Just barely started to connect.
I'm gonna take y'all advice. I'm gonna just get it lined up. Me and Isaac going tomorrow. I'm about to just get it lined up right here. Finally trying to grow up beard.
That's another thing, man. I'm starting to
Shit
get
don't come in though down here.
like, people slowly starting to come outside, so I'm slowly starting to get calls like for more jobs. So I think it's time to go ahead and get that shave, man. I was about to go this week, but I left all my beard stuff up here, so I was like, I'm not finna get a shave, and I can't, you know what I'm saying, really do it right. So I'll probably go tomorrow now.
But still, even with everybody going outside, man.
He said,
That's.
I was about to say, before we get into that, speaking of hair, your boy is starting that dread life.
That's right.
Yeah. This is a process. I have more respect for girls that be out here getting their hair done. This is the first time that I've had my hair touched like this, and my God, I didn't get no sleep last night. I tossed and turned, and then I was like, "Fuck it. If I'm gonna do this, I'd rather do this on the sticks."
Yeah.
Wait until you fall asleep, but you try to fall asleep with your head up because you don't want to mess up your braids. That's tough, bro.
Man,
that life is tough, bro.
See, and
that life is tough.
That's why I'm not locking my hair, because it's too permanent. I don't want to have to do no extra shit. I like just being able to sleep on my shit, get up, twist it again, bro. I don't want to have to get matted down. I gotta get
Shout out to my wife, because you got a lot of twisting to do. She got dreads too. Ooh. And I told her, like, she could do mine, but I can't do yours. I'll pay for yours to get done. But
Or y'all could just go bald like your boy.
Huh?
What?
Just go bald.
I can't do it. My ears are too big.
Lord will have to come for my hair. I'm not doing that. I was
telling Steph before we got cut the last time, bro. I'm dreading. It's coming. It's coming. I'm dreading it though. My older brothers are like, nigga, just go ahead and do it, nigga. We bald. I was like, yeah. I can see. Both you niggas look like milk duds. Nigga, what you talking about, nigga? Like, yeah, I can see. A light skinned milk dud and dark. A caramel.
I was about to say I got a knucklehead. So like, I got a peanut head, but the beard really saves me. The beard really saves me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be bald up top and be bald in the face. Like, come on, man. I got no facial hair on my face.
I feel that.
No facial hair on my face. No hair on top of my head. What?
Boy, he's looking like a baby.
You feel me?
Yo, one time Joe shaved. He was at my house. Me and Bird left.
I know what you're talking about.
And he shaved. Like, he was staying over our house a couple nights, so he shaved in the bathroom and shit. But he shaved his head, shaved his beard, goatee, mustache, everything. Put coconut oil on his head and face, and was chilling on the sofa when we came back in. And me, Bird was like, what happened to you? I was like, nigga, like, he all shy. I'm like, bro, you alright?
He got it figured out now. He got a good look going now.
Yeah, he got it figured out now. That's
out
when he was still getting this shit together.
What he rocking now? Got the beard?
He go in the body. He got the like little bit like medium heavy chin hair with the medium heavy like with like the thin mustache.
I seen
bald head with the one hoop earring. He look pretty fresh.
He got a hoop earring?
He look pretty fresh now.
Ooh, JoJo.
Yeah, he don't look like MJ. Look weird. Like he trying to look cool.
Yeah, Joe
look cool.
That's what's up. Oh, I gotta see my man's got a hoop.
I just saw Joe. He was down here. They was bringing his wife's car back because I guess they was like
they got married.
Given to a family member.
I didn't know that.
I seen him. Hey man,
that makes sense. They got the place. Joe wouldn't go move in until they got married.
Family life look good on the nigga, man. It's a good pace for him, man.
Yeah, he always wanted.
It's a good pace for him, man. Yeah, I texted when he left. I was like, hey man, that shit look good on y'all. Like,
I can't tell you how many times I would tweet some simple stuff like, man, I'm tired. I can't wait to go home and lay my head on my wife's leg. He'd be like, man, that's such a flex. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, man, you stunting on us. I'm like, am I really, bro? He's like, yes, man, yes.
He used to always say that when he's at the house.
That nigga couldn't wait for
something
like that.
At the house, bro, to come over there and bring me something. He's like, shit, I can't wait, bro. I can't wait, bro. I was like, dude, what, you tired of getting up from the sofa?
He look like he do all the cooking and bringing plates in his relationship. You know, Joe can cook.
Yeah, no, he definitely cook. But nah, yeah, I think him. He said what's up to everybody, actually.
We need to have like a little Friendsgiving or friends get together. Have a Jesse and Joe tag team a meal.
I'm down.
This nigga too.
Yeah, that's facts. Derek can cook too. Sure.
Well, all y'all need to cook, so I got.
I'm straight on the cooking. That's not for me. I got a couple things that I can make real well. I know how to cook. Yeah. It's just I'm not.
Oh, speaking of that, bro, I made some stuffed fried chicken, bro.
Yeah.
It was delicious, nigga. I either want to make it for niggas or send niggas a recipe so y'all can make it. But, bro, it was amazing, bro.
Shit, I got 2 days left. I'm going back vegan.
Yep. I'm with you. I could cook. Wifey tell me all the time, I gotta cook more. I'm a better cook than her. She be like, bro, why I cook more than you?
No, I definitely don't cook better than my wife.
You're the girl.
That ain't how it is for us, but...
Oh, that's what I tell Tommy. That's what I tell my wife. I keep it straight up.
I feel like whoever's the better cook should do the majority of the cooking.
Yeah, I should definitely do more cooking. I'm definitely the better cook.
Like, when I'm in the mood, I have no problem throwing down, but I'm not going to be cooked. Yeah. I do it now because I'm home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how we do it. Whoever's home first, you most likely cooking dinner. We all been gone, but
no, it's not like you can't cook and you gotta cook sometimes because I don't.
But if
feel
we're
like
both gone, working all day, we get home at the same exact time. Everything's perfect. Like there's no tip in the scale. My G, you're cooking.
Yeah, but I just don't think it's.
So I'm taking out the trash afterwards.
I'll put the dishes away. I'll clean up. I'll do everything.
Maybe this will open up a conversation about like gender roles and responsibilities and stuff like that. But I don't think it's realistic to expect one person to do all the cooking or one person to do all the cleaning.
And when I say
like in
that,
some jobs, like you said, like taking out the trash, that's always going to be the man's job.
Yeah.
And it should always be the man's job. Is it going to be like, you can't expect me to do that every day? Yes, it can. And just to be completely honest, my wife got to tell me all the time, like, my nigga, like, why you let the trash pile up? Like, take it out. So just to be all the way transparent, but that's never her job, nigga. That's always my job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
So
not every job should be so specific though, but I feel like that one should be.
Why is that?
Just because, like, it's like for me, I'm not gonna expect my wife to bag up the garbage and go throw it outside where all the garbage is.
No. I'm asking. You said that you don't feel like there's not one job that should be dedicated to one person when it comes to that. So why do you feel like that one is?
I just don't think it's realistic.
Why is that?
Because like I get tired too. Like why should we both come home tired every day? Why should I have to be tired and cooking every day just because that's what I have to do every day?
Right. No.
He's saying about the trash.
Yeah,
why is the trash the one?
Why is the trash the only one thing that you feel that about?
Because that's something that it's like we have to eat every night, and by a certain point every night we're both gonna get hungry. It's not like every night if we take out the trash, like something crazy is gonna happen unless we got a Kang in our back and we go get rats and you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But like the trash is something that's like it's not ideal. But if I don't take it out today, life is easily gonna go on. Somebody has to cook it. Like there has to be food in here every night. Somebody's got to prepare it. Somebody's got to buy it. Somebody's got to cook it. And I don't think it's realistic for that to be one person every night 24/7, 365.
No. In general, I'm against gender roles, but if you within your relationship, you say this is your job. Like in my relationship, my wife handles the finances. You know what I'm saying? Some people will say that's wrong, but it ain't like she tell me what I can and can't spend. She tell me we talk about what the bills is due. We talk about how we busting them down, what we saving, what we doing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, I think they just look at gender roles as like you telling somebody what they is and ain't gonna do. Like. It don't gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take out the trash. And like you said, it stack up sometimes. And she be like, take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna go and do it. You know what I mean? Like, we had to work out the dishes situation. You know, we gotta do that shit as it come. I'm not sitting around. Nah. Because when she home, she don't want to see a dish in there. So I'm not doing the dishes 5 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So do the dishes as they come.
It's like, for me, pretty much, since Barron has been born, I've done like all the cleaning in our house. Cause like she was so like, you know what I'm saying? It was like she tired coming home. I did all the cleaning, but still I haven't really done much cooking though. Like it's still pretty much been like she cooks and I clean. Of course it's been nice when she just tired, and on them nights, nigga, we finna break out some of them frozen burgers, throw them in there, and finna make up some spaghetti real quick. It's gonna be something that's quick and easy, but I'm not expecting her to cook all the time when she's dead tired. But that is in our relationship, for lack of a better term, that's her job. The cooking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. Well, for gender roles, how do you guys feel about Valentine's Day?
Not a real holiday to me.
Valentine's Day is a made up day.
So you don't get time nothing for Valentine's Day?
I get time stuff no matter what holiday. No matter what. That's what I'm saying. I'm a gift giving, but when we talk about Valentine's Day coming up, no, that's not a real holiday. She sells me every year, don't get her nothing.
We don't plan to get her and candles and flowers and all that.
But I do that. But
I've done it a few times on Valentine's Day, but it's not like something that's expected.
We used to be adamant, like she was damn more adamant than I was about it at one point, like this is stupid to set this aside to try to celebrate, you know what I'm saying? But like recently, since niggas have been married, like I didn't get her something on Valentine's Day because we never do that. And she was like, you didn't give me nothing for Valentine's Day? Like, no. Motherfucker, why would I get you something for Valentine's Day? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I think the best way to handle that, if you're going to celebrate Valentine's Day, is to go back and forth at who plans and who pays for Valentine's Day. Because it's a fake holiday anyway.
See, how I feel is that if it's could be a holiday,
you can walk through if you need to.
If it's gonna be a holiday, then you buy me something and I'm getting you something. It's not just like I'm doing this. Like it's like, all right, I'm gonna get you something. You're gonna get something. We're gonna go out. We're gonna split the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why I said, or just go back and forth. That's why I said, or just go back and forth on who pays for the whole holiday.
The anniversaries, how do y'all do that?
What do you mean?
Like, is the anniversary? Do you get a gift? Do y'all decide what y'all gonna do? Do you pay for it? Like, how does it work for you?
Oh, the anniversary. We plan on something and we just split it together.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all bust it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. We'll go to like Palm Springs or something.
Bro, you look at maybe like that to Steph.
No. I'm asking.
That's what we usually do for our anniversary. We usually go to Palm Springs, get like a little room for the weekend or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And just kick it.
See, for me, like it ain't really like who pays for it because all our money is just our money.
Yeah.
My only money, like in our whole relationship, has only been from my side hustles. Whether I was working kids out, coaching at the high school. Now I'm a cameraman. Like, so that's like if I do something with that money, and a lot of times I do something with that money, and it's like boom, like she like, oh, I didn't know you was gonna do that. But other than that, like if we going on a trip or
she knows,
you know what I'm saying, or buying tickets to Jay-Z and Beyonce, like we both know because that's all of our money. Like we have like the money in the pot, we got our savings, we got our joint account, and then we both have like accounts that we spend from. You know what I'm saying?
So is all of you guys' account joined? Yours not? Why not?
Because I don't believe in banks. I don't have a bank account.
But she does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's like a joint. I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
joint. It go from your pocket in there.
So are you asking? Do we have money that she never sees? Is that what you're asking?
No. I'm asking if you guys have a joint account together. Because you just said you do.
Yeah.
So, do you?
No. It's weird though. We transfer because we pay different bills. You know what I'm saying? Like the AT&T bill comes out of her account. The cell phone bill comes out of my account. So we don't have a joint account that it comes out of, which would probably be smarter. It just I pay for it and then she transfer me whatever she gotta pay me for it. She would pay like for the sofa bill. She'll be like, oh, I just paid the sofa bill, and so I'll send her $80. You know what I'm saying?
But wouldn't it be easier just to have?
Yeah, that's why I said that would be smarter. But I get, look, man, I'm only 2 years into this marriage thing, and I ain't even 2 years into this motherfucker yet. Yeah. Next month, maybe I'll do that for my anniversary. Hey, let's get a joint account. Let's not do that then.
Because I still have my own account.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's.
I mean, I have my own like a little green dot account though, like where I would get my direct deposits and stuff. Yeah. And then when I would take money and then put it in her account because everything comes out of her main account.
Yeah, her bank account.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, because of the way like I make my money, my only other accounts are my Cash App and my Venmo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's funny because we just had a conversation.
And that actually works out very well for me. The fact that like that, the money that I make being a cameraman or doing whatever I do just sits in there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's only when I need to like buy a new mixer or like get a new lens or something like that works out very well for me. Like doing it that way.
Is it with a credit union?
What?
Your
Cash App and Venmo? No, I just have it connected to my bank account. So when I need it, I just transfer it over and just go buy what I need.
Got you. Yeah. No.
I still do. It's weird. It's just weird because it's in my head. So we don't have a shared account, right? But I clearly have a checking and a savings, and then I still do shoebox money.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to have all my money.
Yeah,
I put it in the top drawer.
Yeah, you know.
Especially now that it's just us two. I don't even hide it.
Every $500.
You gotta have cash on hand, bro.
Yeah, every $500.
Time be,
I got like $100.
Time be smooth. So she leave hella early in the morning. She be like, "Oh, I need some money. Top drawer." I'll be going to go look at my stash in the morning. I'll be like, "Okay." I asked for like, would you only needed $2 this morning?
I just recently
treat the whole office.
Yeah, I recently started the shoebox money because of the pandemic shit. The bank been tripped. I'm going back to this shoebox money, dog. Yeah, I gotta have something on me, like a stack to be able to get up and do something with it. You know what I mean?
As soon as the pandemic happened, I went out and took out a few hundred and just had it on hand, so I don't have to worry. So I don't have to worry about that. So
yeah,
I'm not doing it.
And I'm the complete opposite. I don't like cash.
I don't like cash neither, but shit.
See, when I first came up, I was part of the Wells Fargo Bank of America scams when we first came out of high school. Remember those back in the day? So ever since then, I've never had a bank account.
And I had Bank of America when that one on Valley Parkway kept on getting hit, and that was my branch. I was like, man, fuck a bank.
Yeah, that's when I moved over to Chase. And that happened.
I didn't have a bank account for years after that. I was like, they gonna start tagging all the banks. Shit, it must be easy.
To be real, I used to be shoebox too. I really only got a bank account when I got married.
Yeah. Now that I'm married, I wish I had a bank account. It helps a lot. But
Definitely glad I have one, but I probably wouldn't have.
Why don't you just join onto her account if that's what you wanted to do?
No, in theory, when it sounds good out loud, but when I go back home and think about filling out that paperwork, I'm like, fuck you guys. Like, no, man. I don't trust this white man.
I had Bank of America and 24-Hour Fitness doing funny stuff with my money in my account, bro. That's when I was like, nah, I'm straight. If I ever get another 24 membership, I'd rather pay for these niggas cash every month. I'd rather walk in and hand these niggas money every month.
You said, did I hear about 24?
I know, but I'm saying that's...
What do you mean?
No, you can.
They let you do that?
Mm-hmm. I do.
With 24, they said even when they open back up, it ain't no gym. It ain't no hoop.
Yeah.
You can't play basketball socially distant. I don't know, man.
Speaking of that, it's gonna be a nice round tomorrow. The outside, well, shoot, if the weather permits, but I don't know if y'all seen the pictures on my Instagram. That outside run, they're doing that again on Saturday. It's gonna be even better this week.
Is that what you was hitting me about last weekend?
Where was that at?
Down it's at Saquon Rec Center. I don't remember what I hit you for. What day was it?
I think it was Sunday morning.
Oh, we was trying to. I was trying to see if I can get us together, like go to the park, throw the football, maybe play dodgeball or something. Yeah.
No, cause you hit me up, and I mean, this nigga, I don't wake up too late.
I feel it.
So I woke up and I see your text. I was like, oh, bro, I already got plans.
Shoot, Sunday if y'all with it, we could do something.
Sunday. I don't know if you come to my house, but I could talk some football.
All right, man. Well, that's it. Isaac, appreciate you coming through. Jesse, we appreciate you letting us do the podcast here once again, man. Family Room Podcast, episode 46. I'm Mike Roan.
Steph.
We out. Thanks for listening.